had somebody send me a comment and they said, I'm tired of you making those faces. What faces? Those faces. I tickle myself. Ah. So I did a video with my friends Kate Swenson and Carrie Curiello today. If you want a great weekly video with 3 moms of kids with disabilities, we cry and laugh and talk. And today it was on Carrie Curiello's page at 11:30 this morning. But starting this Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, we will be on Sunday nights, which, I have Old Mom Sunday night. So Old Mom Sunday night will be after the trifecta video. So get ready for fun Sundays. It's going to be almost as good, maybe better than when the other great Sunday night show was. And does anybody know what that is? If you can tell me in the next 10 seconds the best show that's ever been on Sunday night, actually number 1 and number 2, there's 2. If you can guess either one of them, then I will pay for your subscription to my page for a whole month. It's $5 a month. I'm putting in the link now. Lassie. No. Oh. You watch any Lassie? Sopranos? Facebook, I do not own that music. 6, Ed Sullivan? Nope. Nope, not 60 Minutes. 8, 9, not Walt Disney. 10, then we're going to give an extra few seconds for all the people that are like, but my comment didn't show up. The Good Wife. This is disappointing to me. I thought you people knew me. No. America's Funniest Home Videos, that was on Friday nights. Alexander. Sister Wives. No. Seinfeld was on Thursday nights. What is this? This is Mutiny. Dallas. Ooh, now that would have been good. But nope, not Gunsmoke. Not Dukes of Hazzard. Not Silver Spoons. Not Different Strokes. Not Facts of Life. All wonderful, wonderful shows. I'll give you a hint. The plane. Fantasy Island. Darn it. Fantasy Island. And an equal tie could have been The Wonder Years. Michael Landon show. You mean Highway to Heaven? Ooh, that was so good. Well, I'm disappointed. Nope. I'm disappointed. So I have been... I'm like a broken record. Adrian Broken Record Wood. I am feeling so overwhelmed lately. And I'm like, what is my problem? Why am I... That was on Saturdays. Little House on the Prairie. That was in the mornings at like 8:30 right behind I Love Lucy. That was Saturday. Well, anyway. Well, y'all still didn't guess any good shows, so nobody won, even if I was wrong Saturday. Was Wonder Years? Wonder Years had to be Sunday. There's a new Fantasy Island. So you know what I did this afternoon? I'm working in Wilmington tomorrow. I'm helping with a fundraiser for Paws for People. Tomorrow night, if you haven't bought your ticket, are they sold out? I don't know if they're sold out. Paws for People. It's great. It's going to be tomorrow at Wrightsville Beach from like 5:30 to 9:30. And I'm going to be there. Going to do a little speaking, just a teensy-tiny speaking, and a lot of chatting. And so I came a little bit earlier than I needed to. And you know why? Not to shop or to work. And not even work. Not Wonder Years this Wednesday. I mean, leave it to y'all. Y'all are all experts now. Not to like do work. I know that some people consider what I do not work, but not to do that work. I know Little House was on at night. I know that, Missy. I was kidding. This kind of work, like, well, you can't see it now. I got a new phone. I got a new iPad. I realized I had insurance, so I fixed them. I added bills to bill pay. I ordered wrapping paper. Have you ordered your wrapping paper from Amos? I hope so. I need to go put that link in. That's what I need to do. You have 4 million things on your schedule. I sat here. I have been sitting here since 3 o'clock this afternoon, just tackling phone calls, bills, like calling to get an address changed. Do you know all that kind of crap? Have you shown the new man cave? Yes, my husband gave a tour on my subscriber page. How is Amos doing in the selling of merchandise? Well, Amos loves to sell wrapping paper. Mm-hmm. Yep. He loves selling. Amos has sold nothing. He doesn't even know about wrapping paper. No, I just put the link up. You know, the whole reason we're selling wrapping paper is not to get a bike, not to get anything. We're selling wrapping paper so little kids can leave our county, maybe see an ocean for the first time or a lion, and get some swim lessons. So if you're thinking about buying wrapping paper or you want to give somebody a present, you just go out there and buy some. You can buy some from your own community. Whatever you want to do is fine with me. But I will tell you, it is for a wonderful, wonderful cause. We have children in Chowan County that have never left the county. Well over half our kids have never seen the ocean. We live an hour from the beach. Or a lion, like gone to the zoo. I'm talking basic stuff, people. Oh, you ordered a candle. That was nice. So anyway, I've been sitting here working. Hey, Andale. I need Andale back in my life to get me straight. When did Thomas give a tour? Well, Linda, that was a teensy bit of a lie. Thomas did a video of the man cave, and I shared his video. I was just trying to get people to be like, what? Thomas did a tour and I missed it? But he will. I never saw the tour. Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me find the link. Hold on. Stay right there. How do I order? Ooh, here it is. Okay. Wrapping paper. Okay, putting it up right there. Yes, I was kidding. Thomas didn't do a thing. But in 2 weeks, we have over 200 people coming to Edenton, and it is going to be really exciting. And Thomas will be giving tours then, in-person tours. You're sassy tonight. I've been sitting here for 7 hours, and I still have this list of things to do, which it doesn't look like a long list. Talk to Thomas about summer job. Have you ever tried to talk to your 17-year-old about a summer job? Mail the phone and iPad back. I can do that. Add bills to bill pay. Call UNC. Call Pine Knoll Shores tax office. Call mortgage company to get refund. Anyway. Blah, blah, blah. Y'all are going to love your sweatshirt. Oh, it's a t-shirt from Blue Moon at the beach. She is always sassy. Well, that might be true. This is not my house. This is my friend Paula's house. She lives in Wilmington. Doesn't it look so good? Look at this painting she's got here. It reminds me of Hannibal Lecter. It's got those pigs. My house is not like this, and I hope it will be. We have only lived there 2 years, but I love a house that just feels eclectic and cool looking. I mean, she just has, like, I wouldn't have thought about putting this with these chairs or those pillows. Like, I feel like I'm too matchy-matchy. What are we talking about tonight? Well, clearly nothing. Oh, you love me? Come be a subscriber. No, so I was just saying I've been sitting here and working since 3 o'clock this afternoon. I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to keep at it. I talked to my oldest son, Thomas, who is a senior in high school and just taken the ACT for the third time and has taken it 2 more times. And I tell you what, I am pretty chill about most things. Can you donate to the school instead? That's a good idea. I'll put up a post with the address. That'd be great. Is there still room for the subscriber weekend if I sign up? Rebecca, send an email and maybe we can make it work. Maybe we can make it work. Does the wrapping paper ship anywhere? It doesn't ship to like Australia or England. Why are you away on a school night? Oh, it's Jan. Marcia. Jan keeps me honest. Again, you added again, Jan. Well, Jan, let's see. I was gone one night this week because my daughter has scoliosis. And so I had to take her to an appointment at Duke Hospital. And the appointment was at 8 a.m. And it's about a, 2 hours and 40-minute drive. So we did choose to spend the night before. And tonight I'm in Wilmington because I have agreed to do a fundraiser for Paws for People, which I agreed to do about a year ago. And Paws for People is Amos's service dog agency. And it's really an important cause. So sometimes women that work have to be gone on a school night. Jan. Yep. It's just the way it happens. It's funny. I want to resubscribe, but I do not know how. You just click the link. This friend of mine and I were talking about men versus women. And, you tend to think like women support women. But a lot of times women don't support women. And, if a husband was gone on a school night, do you think anybody would ask a man gone on a school night why he was gone on a school night? Negative, Ghost Rider. No, that would be because it would be ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh, Jan, I am the boss of you because I can ban you or just suspend you. So don't say mess like that. It's annoying. Yes, Amos does have a service dog. Men don't do that. And I think women do even more than men. And I will say that I have friends whose husbands are very 50-50 with them. But I will tell you, it's still the women for the most part that are organizing things. I have work and then I have all this stuff. Like my husband is not worried about the wrapping paper selling for school, or he's not signing my son up for the ACT or just 100 different things. And he does a lot of other things. But the stuff we do, people don't really see, It's trench time, trenchy work that you can't even, especially men in North Carolina. I don't know. I just think from the get-go, women do more. We give birth. As much as anybody wants to say it's 50-50, half of us have uteruses. If you have a uterus, you have done more. You've started out so far ahead. Having a uterus is like you got to start a race 18 months ahead of your neighbor. Seriously. From the get-go, you're the one throwing up. You're the one having to eat right. You're the one sick. You're the one tired. You're the one with bosoms. You're the one with mastitis. No matter what, you are the mama. And I tell you what, I wouldn't give up being the mama for nothing on this planet. In fact, I can't imagine how weird it would be to be married to somebody who was like, I'm having a baby. I'd be like, you are? I just felt like it was just such a wonderful treat. And I love being the mom, I love it. But it's kind of like loving a little person with autism. Like, it is hard work. It is so worthwhile, but it is hard work. It is hard work. And it is hard when you have two people in your house that are both own their own businesses and working. And even we have help, and it is still hard because kids need you, and kids want their moms home at school night. So I really don't do much speaking. I try not to go out of town because it is tricky, It's tricky. Has your son applied to any colleges yet? No, so that is due the middle of October. We are just starting. This morning I was doing a subscriber video, Angela. And I start a video. I'm trying to do it early. I have to get out of town. I have to do all this stuff. And I hear this dog. It sounds like Cujo. I'm like, what in the world? And then I hear all this like, yippee, 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 yippee dogs and big dogs. I'm like, what in the world? And I peek out the window and I see all these people like pointing. Well, the guy has come to cut the grass. And because he's, the grass cutter guy, he leaves the gate open. Well, then Honor, the dog, gets out and she's standing in the front yard acting like she's going to gobble up a whole gaggle of tiny dogs. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking, there are dogs in strollers, there are dogs in papooses, there are dogs that are probably like nursing later in the afternoon, there are dogs on leashes. They are barking and carrying on. And then, I can hardly get Honor inside. She acts like she has rabies and she's going to kill all these dogs. So I have to drag her in. It's just terrible. So anyway, this is all during a video. How does this stuff happen? Seriously. I just can't win. Anyway, the subscribers lived through that this morning. But hello from Nova Scotia. Welcome. The college application thing. So little Thomas called me tonight to tell me about his ACT score. And it has gone up a point. We're super excited. That's why you're anxious. Well, I have 200 people coming to Edenton middle of October, the same weekend that the applications are due, which is a rookie mistake. But we were talking and he was like, gosh, I don't want to take it again. I'd rather just whatever. And I'm like, at this point of parenthood, when they're little, when they're really little, you know exactly what to do, right? You know that you need to get to bed at 7. You need to take a bath. You're going to brush your teeth. We use the little toothbrush and then we move to the big toothbrush. And then we're going to eat right and we're going to play outside and maybe we'll watch 30 minutes of Wonder Pets, whatever. The little part was very physical. Bathing, so my husband, when the children were little, it was all hands on deck. The daddy would get home from work and we were feeding and playing and bathing and reading. It was a lot of work. Where now they're older, it's not as physical. We still have Amos. So we have this 9-year-old who needs bathed and trying to help him be independent. And then we have these teenagers who are very emotionally needy. And so I feel like I'm kind of stuck in this time zone of like, I'm washing a little person's hair and trying to teach him how to brush his own teeth. But then at the same point, I'm talking through big life decisions with an almost 18-year-old. And they both are important things that matter. But the difference is with the oldest one or the teenagers is I don't really know the answer. So I'm giving him advice and I don't know if it's the right thing. And when they were little, I knew it was right, Jackie wants to subscribe. Jackie, I have the comment pinned, so you should be able to see it. Stop ACTing. Lets you take the test up to 12 times, though it's best to take it no more than 2 to 3 times. Beyond that, you're like, la 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 la. It's more multiple due checks might reflect negatively on your college application. Huh. Well, we've taken it 3 times, and he went up a point this time. So we haven't submitted any of his scores, I guess. So anyway, I don't know. But it's just trying to, like, see, there was advice. Yes, don't take it. You should take it. Don't take it. You should do this. That's what it feels like as a parent. You're just like me. It's a ping pong ball. You don't really know the answer either, you know? You're just saying things, but you don't have a freaking clue. So I'm telling Thomas, like, if you really want to go to Chapel Hill, which he does, or he thinks he does, you might need to take it more. And maybe I'm not right. I don't know. And I don't care about standardized tests. I mean, I think they are a big bunch of mess, a bunch of mess. But the schools care, and we can't change the school's rules, So we have to say, if we want to go to that school, we got to play by their rules, Your daughter didn't change with much. Well, he's gone up a couple points by taking it a couple times. So it's been good for him. But anyway, it's a lot. So I'm giving him advice, but I don't know if it's the right advice. I know that I had to work my butt off because I couldn't get over 1,000 on the SAT. I wanted to go to Carolina, and I applied, and they never even responded. My dad said they thought it was a joke. You people would have never survived with my parents. I mean, people get their panties all in a wad and get their feelings hurt. Y'all should have grown up in my household. Water off a duck's back. I tell you what, it was so helpful to grow up at a house where you learn to laugh at yourself and to not take yourself so seriously. I hope my children, I think they do have that. We are not sensitive people. And I tell you what, being sensitive, it might be a good character trait, but I haven't seen it work well for most people. But anyway, it's just a lot to juggle, the super score. I heard teacher recommendation. Oh God, now we're going to get into like college advice according to Facebook. Hey, I had your parents. You did? Support our kids. Yeah, I mean, so I don't know. I don't want Thomas. What I said to him, and I was telling my husband this after I talked to him, I said, I was telling him about our conversation, and I was like running by him what I had said. Like, do you think that was the right thing? And he was like, yeah. And I said, you know what I told him? I said, if you really care, you've got a month to work really hard, and you can try. And if it doesn't work, you didn't lose anything. You worked hard for a month. And he was like, but I really don't want to take the Uber to take it. I said, well, you know what? I was thinking about coming up that weekend. I'll come up there and I'll take you. And then we'll go get chicken minis or whatever, let's make it fun. And it helps me be a regular mom with a child at boarding school, so I don't always get those opportunities. But I said, the thing about Daddy and I is that we want you to do your best because we didn't do our best. Neither one of us ever tried our hardest. And I see with this oldest one is that he works so hard. And that is such a good skill that my husband and I did not learn until I learned it in college. And my husband did probably near the end of college and definitely law school. But we didn't learn that. We didn't ever give it our best. And I'm everybody says, well, it's great how everything turns out. And it's true. There is everything turns out for the most part. But I was saying to Big Thomas tonight, I said, it's interesting to think about, like, what if you and I had really worked like our kids work? And what options would have been available to us that we didn't have? And it was fine, but we didn't have them. So you do not have to submit test scores except for a few schools. I think Georgia and maybe one other school. And, but I think if your test scores are according to the counselor at school, if your test scores maybe are above average, it's worth submitting them. So Thomas has pretty good test scores. Pretty good compared to like mine. And so he will submit his test scores. I thought high school was a social event. Yes, right? Me too. I thought you said Big Mama was my grandmother's middle name. I was like, seriously? That's sort of awesome. Big Mama. I hope that's not my grandmother name. Anyway, it just stresses these kids. He's already a hard worker. And he's got a good attitude about it. This good friend of mine and I were talking, and she was like, it's just everything. Like, people are asking you, like, where are you going? It's almost like how people used to say to people, like, when are you going to have a baby? Are y'all going to have a baby? Are you having a baby? And then people are like, damn it, I can't have a baby. And it's sort of the same thing. Where are you going to college? So I've said to him, instead of saying, I don't know, just be honest. Just have at it. And so at first he was like, well, I'm not sure. And now I've noticed they're like, where do you want to go to college? He's like, I want to go to UNC or state. I'm like, yes, own it. Own what you want. Tell people. Don't be embarrassed because you think, if I say that and I don't get in, what are they going to think of me? Who gives a shit? Nobody cares. Come on. You can do it. Own it. You are my child. Own it. Gosh, and it makes other people feel good too. Then other people can feel like they can say, you know what, I want to go there too. And I can admit it or be honest. Bonnie, we do need coffee. Anyway, it is taking up a lot of my mental space, and I'm going to do it 2 more times after this. Whew, I hope I'll be better than that. It doesn't matter what's your grandma, what you get called. So my husband called his grandmother Bootsy. And the reason it is because Bootsy was the name of his grandmother's dog. And so his mom, my mother-in-law, would always say, do you want to go see Bootsy? So he thought she was talking about the grandmother who he loved. You love this glass. Well, it's my friend Paula's glass. I don't know anything about it. She went to bed, and I'm still up doing my work. But I'm going to bed soon. And then tomorrow I'm going to sleep in, which is very rare for a school morning. And then I'm going to have coffee with my subscribers. And then I'm going to work some more. And then tomorrow night I'll be over at Wrightsville for the Pause for People event. And it is a great organization, and I'm super excited. And then Friday I'll be back at home. Yippee. We were going to go to the beach this weekend, but holy bananas. It's going to be like a monsoon. 30 to 40 mile an hour winds. Rain. Do you know how much I secretly love weather like that? Oh my gosh, it's so great. There's no pressure. Like, we should get outside and do something. Oh, too bad. It's raining. I just have to lay here on this couch. Are you drinking wine? I am. I never drink wine because I'm too lazy to even buy it. But if somebody else has it around and they offer me some, I'll drink it. She poured me this glass at about 6 o'clock. Well, it's 10:30. Same glass. Anyway, oh, but my daughter, when I said, well, let's just stay home, she said, she's babysitting Saturday night. She goes, I know what we could do. You could pick me up from babysitting at about 7, and then we could go to Great Wolf Lodge. Is my eye twitching? Okay, I'm a good mother. I am not that good of a mother. Something about Mary. So excited about the rain. Mary Scott was supposed to go camping this weekend. Oh, yeah. I was so hoping you were going to be camping in that 30-mile-an-hour wind. The last time I went and stayed at Cape Lookout, or not the last time, the first time we went down there, and it was blowing a frickin' gale. You couldn't even go on the beach because your legs were getting exfoliated. I mean, it was bad. Mary Scott, what she feels right now is that feeling you have when you have something planned on your calendar and you wish that you didn't have anything on your calendar. She has the reprieve feeling, which might be one of the best feelings on the planet. And for a whole weekend, it's really good. Second best is when you have a sporting event and it gets canceled a couple hours ahead due to rain. So good. Are your videos always at 9? Are they ever at 7 or 7:30? Yes. You're at your office early. Becky, there's sometimes they're at 6 a.m. They might be. Sometimes I do a lunch video. Sometimes I do a dinner making video. I pretty much do a subscriber video, I would say 6 days a week. And sometimes I'll do 2 in one day. It just depends what I have going on. But I do try to mix up the times so that everybody can catch them at some point. If you haven't followed Something About Mary, go follow Something About Mary. It's my friend Mary Scott, who is a realtor in Edenton and is awesome. And then Ann Dale was on earlier. You can follow Ann Dale. I don't know who else is on here with the page. Cutting Up with Lori, she's not on here, but she will want you to follow her. When we went to the pre-admission sessions, they stressed the importance of essays, said every applicant is an Eagle Scout, top of class, etc. Really? Every applicant is the top of the class at Chapel Hill? God, we're out. They want to see who the child is, personality, values, and such. Huh. I was super excited about going, but now I'm super excited about not. Ding, dang, dang. That's exactly what it is. And we have very big news in Edenton next week. Tuesday night is fair night. And I have a video that night on my Facebook page with a cardiologist from the Cleveland Clinic at 8 p.m. on HCM, 8 p.m. on HCM, which is going to be very informative. But from 4:30 to 7:30, Amos and I shall be at the fair. And then Amos will be going to the fair again that weekend because Amos real excited about the fur. Yes, it's true. Okay, I gotta go. Mary Scott is so fun in a hoot. Yes, she is. Carry on, people. See y'all tomorrow.